Okay, so as you can see, this painting is very vibrant, very bright. We've got a lot of warm colors. We toned it down a little bit with that pink and that fuchsia, but really, essentially, it is still very bright. And we want to change it. Well, let's tone it up a little bit with some silhouette. So I want you to go ahead and grab a brush that you feel comfortable making fine lines with, all right? And then also get maybe a small to medium-sized brush, because we're going to start with our nice silhouette of land, and then we'll make some trees popping up into our sky here. So let's grab that along with our plain black. All right, I've got my same palette right here. It's got all that paint loaded up, but I'm just going to use plain black. Now, black is a very saturated, very rich color, and it will overtake this very, very quickly with your silhouette. We've learned that before in our previous paintings, but we're going to go ahead and just start with a small little hill right here on the bottom of our canvas. Just a nice small hill. Now it's plain black, so we're trying to cover up maybe some of those little dots of yellow you see popping through right there. It's all good, just kind of cover them up a little bit. Now this is, you can make your own land. You can maybe add some bumps, you can add some hills, whatever you'd like. It's up to you. This is entirely art. It's all you're the artist at home. You're making this painting happen. But just kind of have fun with your plain black. But we start small, so that way we just don't get too ahead of ourselves and wish that we didn't, maybe use as much of that. But here I can even make maybe another hill coming over this way and just breaking up. So you can see what it does already, or what it did really is just break up that really bright color and make such a heavy impact so quickly on your painting. And that's what's so awesome about silhouettes. They're so easy to do, and it really changes the dynamic of your painting so well. So as you can see, we've got some nice land here. You can add some bumps, bruises to your land, whatever you'd like. All right, I've got that. Now we can do trees, this is warm, we could do cactus, we can do whatever we'd like with silhouettes. I mean, you could do a farm, you could do whatever you'd like, but again, we want to kind of keep it simple right now, and then we'll get into more advanced silhouettes and things of that nature later on. So let's go ahead, I'm going to make some easy, quick trees here for you. Let's make our palms, let's do it. It's warm, feels like you should be somewhere outside. I'm going to put some plain black, and I'm going to go ahead and make a skinny line coming right up into the sky. Plain black. Now that paint might be still a little wet underneath there, but don't worry, that plain black is that powerful that it will overcome that color, those background colors, so quickly. Now palm trees are really tall and skinny, some of them, so we're going to do some of those. All right, we'll start off with the tree trunks. Skinny, long tree trunks, and then I'm going to make one kind of curve in this way, and maybe just going in a different direction. Now if you want, you can even add some like plant life down below if you'd like. That's all you, if you want to do that. So you got that. I'm going to go switch over to my brush that I feel pretty comfortable making some finer lines with. And plain black. I'll go ahead and put that on my brush. And let's go ahead and make that half an umbrella. And let's go do that to the other side as well. Let's do that on both of the trees. Cool. Again, we don't need it symmetrical, we don't need it perfect. We want imperfections, actually. It's kind of a strange thing to say, but that's what nature is. It makes it look more real, for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep adding some more black lines, popping right off the top of that awesome tree trunk. All right, you can see you're taking some of that other paint with you a little bit. It's starting to pop up on there, but don't worry. That plain black will take care of it real quick. And I'm just adding, they almost look like little fireworks coming off your trees. So there you go. You kind of have a nice base of starting your trees. Now what you want to do is come up a little bit closer on your tops here and add these, like, go with the flow of your tree, try your little limbs coming out, and add these little spikes coming right off that little branch that's kind of popping off there. You can add some little spikes coming off. Now I'm using just a flat brush, and I've just turned it sideways, so it just kind of goes with that. You can also use kind of a pointy brush, whatever you're kind of getting used to, or whatever makes you feel comfortable making those lines with. But you want to practice with different brushes just to see, you know, what works best for you at home. All right, so look at this. Adding some more of those cool spikes. And sometimes the faster you go, the better these tend to turn out, because you're just not overthinking it. And you can improv a few of these branches popping out too in between, just to fill some of the gaps up. But either way, you can see some of that paint starting to try to combat with my black a little bit, but it's not going to work. Black will take over that real quick. All right. So look at these palms starting to come to life. And you can kind of wipe off your brush a little bit with your napkin or whatever you're using, a towel or anything like that, just to keep your, you know, your brush nice and clean so it doesn't start chunking up a bunch of paint on it. Again, I'm just kind of improvising maybe a couple branches just to fill in some of the gaps so they look like healthy palm trees. Right, they're in a nice paradise place. So, wow, that is so cool. Let's work on the other one. All right, we're gonna get through this. You can see it's just real fast, real fun impacts that these palm trees do, because you have these leaves that poke out. All right. You can see each of these leaves starting to look different. It's already looking different than this guy. Again, I'm not overthinking it. Sometimes the faster I tend to go, the better or more realistic these palms tend to be. Right. We're getting close, guys. There we go. Coming together. How you guys doing at home? We've got so many cool artists starting to join and be a part of our painting family here. So welcome back to all my original artists out there, and welcome to all my new artists coming in here and joining us. We're going to be making so many different kinds of paintings and just practicing, getting these basics done, figuring our paints out, figuring our brushes out. And we're gonna have some fun doing it. We're gonna have a good time. So there you go. A pretty good idea of how you can very quickly make impact happen to your painting. That painting was very bright. We had a lot of color, lots of warmth on this painting. But when we added our silhouettes, we toned it down so much, we broke it up, and these palm trees really pop out at you and make such a fun impact. So again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next show. We're gonna be doing some totally different background stuff here, so get ready, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.